Last year, along a pledge of €43 million for economic assistance and solidarity to Pakistan amid COVID, the French Development Agency, AFD, has committed €18 million to the implementation of the national strategy to fight against the pandemic through the National Disaster Risk Management Fund, NDRMF. In the framework of resilience to COVID, AFD's concessional loans to Pakistan are embedded into the effort made by France with all Paris Club members to postpone Pakistan's debt for $1.8 billion under G20 Paris Club Debt Service Suspension Initiative. France is amongst the countries that launched the COVAX facility, of which 50% is EU funding. France has already contributed €100 million and a first donation of 500,000 vaccine doses. Pakistan is among the 142 beneficiary countries of the COVAX initiative. As far as resilience to climate change is concerned, all the projects funded by AFD in Pakistan are scored towards sustainable development, renewable energies, water resources, or public transportation. Among the total AFD commitments in Pakistan, at least €500 million are dedicated to environment or environment-friendly projects with a direct and positive impact on people's living conditions. A good example is the credit facility agreement signed by the AFD for a total of €65 million to co-finance the BRT Red Line in Karachi. This year, the French Development Agency has also confirmed its support to the development of Pakistani northern areas, working on future projects for new hydroelectric production capacities and access to basic services. France also continues to contribute to an effective insertion of young people into society, mostly through a better access to higher education. This tradition goes back to the beginning of our relations and has benefited Pakistanis who became world famous. Sudhakane, the renowned artist, spent 6 years in Paris between 1961 and 1967, invited by the French authorities. In 2020 and 2021, the Cooperation and Cultural Affairs Branch, SCAC, of the French Embassy in Pakistan spent more than €100,000 on a variety of scholarship schemes for Pakistani students, in line with Pakistani priorities, for 32 scholarship holders in the field of environment, climate change, science, economy, civil engineering, and archaeology. All the scholarship students have been offered by the SCAC a session of intensive French classes taught by our 3 Alliances Françaises. Those have been active in Pakistan for more than 50 years, in Islamabad, Karachi, and Lahore, to develop the use of French language and contribute to the development of cultural diversity in general. With the aim to enhance an increasingly inclusive society, last December, French Embassy has been pleased to award, with the German Embassy, the Franco-German Prize for Human Rights and the Rule of Law to Ms. Nayab Ali, human rights defender. French contribution to Pakistani national heritage is indeed part of France's commitment for the development of cultural diversity. The French Development Agency has committed to support cultural symbols of Pakistan through a €22 million loan, which will help renovation works on Lahore Fort. Since the late 1950s, French and Pakistan have also been cooperating in the archaeological field, at the present time in Chanu Daro and Kirtar. This year, a new partnership between the University of Balochistan in Quetta and the French Archaeological Mission in the Indus Basin MAFBI was signed for the achievement of a long-awaited collaboration in archaeology for better knowledge of Pakistan history. During this especially difficult year, all departments of the embassy have tried to do their level best. Among the various activities of the Cooperation and Cultural Affairs Branch, SCAC, I would mention participation to the Lahore Digital Arts Festival, to Karachi and Lahore Literature Festivals, to the Night of Ideas with an online event on Mughal Times, to the PNCA online film course, to the celebration of Teachers' Day with Master Ayub School in Islamabad. The French Embassy supported the Women Film Festival and the campaign of She Works NGO for the International Day of Women, and is working with Mountain and Glacier Organization for the building of an irrigation canal in the village of Shani Ragul in GB. The Defense Section remained committed to promote French defense policy and to coordinate bilateral relationships on defense topics. The Police Cooperation Department conducted some trainings in fraudulent travel document examination for immigration branches of Pakistani administrations. The Consular Section has contributed to the implementation of concerted actions to anticipate future resumption of the processing and issuance of Schengen visas for Pakistani nationals. It has also organized the election of consular advisors of French people living abroad.